And that is a big applause because I am finally sitting down and doing the podcast I've talked about for fucking ever. Welcome to the first episode of Joe's Smoke Session. I am Joe Ellis, and this is my wonderful fiancée, Tiffany.
In case you missed that, he's Joe Ellis, and I'm Tiffany, soon to be Ellis.
Well, it's like Bond, James Bond, only fucking backwards, because fuck it, I don't give a shit. Shots fired. So, go ahead and grab yourself your favorite drink or pack yourself up a pipe of your favorite herb, as we are doing right now, and we are going to talk about some shit. I guess tonight I want to start off, we just watched Impractical Jokers, which is one of our favorite shows.
Oh, yes.
And one of the punishments, one of the guys, Q, on that show, ended up having to feel the pains of labor. So they hooked a device up to his abdomen, and they decided to shock the shit out of him. Yeah, not something I'd want to go through. That looked very, very, very painful. But I guess that goes to show you that women can handle childbirth better, because if you watch the episode, normally when a woman gives birth, she's in pain, screaming, yelling, telling her husband he's an asshole. He starts breaking shit.
Oh, yeah.
And holy fuck. But I guess that's what would happen if a guy gave birth. We would just, like, put us in a room with a bunch of shit to break, and then we'll smash it all, and then I'll come to baby. I actually have 2 kids of my own, which Tiffany, he's helping me raise and doing a wonderful job at it. I know, I'm a kiss ass. Ha 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 ha. Shocker. But
I tell you what, though, he gets laid as often as he wants. So, I would suggest some of you men out there take a lesson from him.
Yes, it's wonderful. I'd like to thank the Academy and the Tinder for setting us up. And
although he might be getting laid less if he doesn't stop doing that.
Oh. She can't hear it, but I was doing an applause sound effect. You'll be able to hear it, though. My kids are so funny, though. They're 8 and 10. Well, almost 10.
7.
Oh,
7 and almost 10.
Shut up.
6 months we've been together. I know how old his children are, and he doesn't. This is why women remember dates and things like that, and men don't. We can't trust y'all to remember shit like that.
Hey, it's not my fault I didn't pay attention in school.
Whose fault is it, then?
God's.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
My son was actually really cute, though. He looked at my fiance and he said, looked at Tiffany and he's like, well, if you guys have another baby, can I name him? Yeah, we're really smoking. So can I name him? I want to name him Jack, because he's a big fan of Jacksepticeye on YouTube, which, if you like video games, check him out. He's hilarious. The only problem with that is you really shouldn't let kids name their siblings.
No. I told him that naming the new children was a right reserved strictly for the parents. If we get a new puppy or some other animal, sure, they can help name them.
Yeah, because if you had the kids name it, we'd have a lot of people walking around named Sticky McFuckface and Dingleberry von Hunglesnatch and Ralph.
I was more thinking along the lines of we'd have lots of little girls named Elsa and Anna.
Well, we still have lots of little girls like that because women are princesses. Woo!
All girls are princesses. Fuck off.
But then again, maybe sometimes you shouldn't let the dads name the kids either. I mean, can you imagine that? Walking in, hey, broken condom, Miss Pill, warp diaphragm, get over here.
Oh my god.
Stop making fun of your brother pull out. Your Uncle Pearl Necklace and your cousin Botch Vasectomy are coming over, and I'm not going to have any of this shit. That's right, I have a laugh track, so I can make laughter whenever I want. I don't give a damn.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. And yes, I live with this on a daily basis.
I am the god here.
Be jealous.
Actually, that was my screen name in high school.
Be jealous?
No, just jealous.
Okay.
Jellis. Jealous. And nobody was.
Why the hell did you spell it like that?
Because it had to be the first initial of your first name and the first 5 letters of your last name.
Oh, okay.
So, jealous I was.
All right, yeah, I got it now.
Also jealous that I wasn't getting pussy. Actually, I got laid
like a personal problem.
Actually, I got laid at 15. That's pretty respectable.
He and I have different definitions of the word respectable. Because I did not smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, have sex, or get drunk for the very first time until I was 18. I call that respectable.
Oh, I've been smoking weed since I was 13. My brothers took me out behind Hot Shots and got me stoned.
Now, don't get me wrong, I've blown the lid off of all that shit since then, but it didn't start until I was 18.
She blows the lid off of me.
Yes, I'm sure everybody on the internet wanted to hear that. I do, though, seriously.
Hey, as long as we don't take pictures.
What about video?
Woo! That deserves a round of applause.
This is why you don't let the men run the sound effects on the podcast. They can't be trusted.
Sure, we can be trusted to be weirdos.
Well, yeah.
You're lucky I only have a limited amount of sound effects. I'd be doing all crazy shit. I'd have moans, cackles. Depending on how old she is, it'd be a moan and a cackle.
Depending on how old she is?
Well, yeah, old ladies cackle when they have sex. I think. I don't know.
I was gonna say, what exactly have you been doing all this time you've been telling me you're at work? Been trying to find Grandma's G-spot over here.
I think at that point it wouldn't even come out as a squirt, it'd come out as a dusty poof.
Ooh, that's so fucking gross.
Like powdered toast man. Poof! That's so awful.
Oh my god, I remember Powdered Toast Man. Holy shit, I haven't thought about that in years.
Memories.
Right?
Pick it up at your local store today.
This is the seasoned smoker of how many years now? Since you were 13 to age 31?
What day is it?
Seriously, come on now.
That would be 13 years.
You want to try that again?
Oh, sorry. 23 years.
There you go. This is a little better. So you've been smoking for 23 years, and you just took a regular hit out of a little tiny ass bowl just now and almost coughed up a lung.
Hey, you were coughing too?
I haven't been smoking since I was 13.
Hey, everybody coughs. You gotta cough to get off, as they used to say. Now, whether or not that was in the bedroom or with the weed, who knows? Who cares?
Pussy fight.
You know, if you guys ever have any... I have no idea if anyone's even going to listen to this, but if you do listen to this, shoot me an email or a text. Email's joellscomedy01@gmail.com. Throw me a tweet. Sorry, not a text. I'm fucking retarded. I'm high. What do you expect? It's called Joe's Smoke Session. Fuck off. Throw me a tweet at Twitter at Joe Ellis Comedy. Hit me up on Facebook at Joe Ellis Comedy. Go ahead and just tell me what you think. Tell me any suggestions you might have. Tell me your favorite type of weed. Tell me what you like to do when you get high.
The smokable kind.
Now, one thing that I have noticed that me and Tiffany do differ on is when I get stoned, I actually like to go for a walk. Like, go to a nice, like, metropolitan city like Boston or Portland and just go for a stroll down the street. She, on the other hand, no.
No, because when I get up and start doing really physically active things, it kills the high for me. I can't... You and I get high in different ways, I guess. It's fine. It's just how it is.
Yeah, everybody's different. Me, I love going downtown when I'm stoned out of my mind, walking around, people watching. That's entertainment all on its own. I remember one time I walking through Portland, and if you know Portland, Maine, not Oregon, that's Hipsterville. Portland, Maine's fucking. Sometimes we have street preachers on the streets, sitting there going, "Repent, repent, forgive, have God, beg you for beg God for forgiveness, otherwise you're gonna go to hell." Well, I remember last summer I was walking around high, and that guy was on the fucking street corner doing his shit, and right next to him, I love it, this guy who had cerebral palsy in a wheelchair just screaming, "Bullshit! Fucking bullshit!" Holding a sign that says, "I love big old bitties." Fucking hilarious. I gave that guy a high five, took his picture. I think I posted on Facebook. I don't fucking know. I don't post enough shit on Facebook. Something I need to work on in my comedy career. Also, if you like comedy, on May 29th, we're going to be having a comedy competition down at Empire in Portland. Show starts at 8 o'clock. I am on the list that night, and it's an applause chooses show. So pretty much the winners are going to be chosen by the audience. So come on down, support Portland comedy, help me make it to the next round. Or if you think I fucking suck, don't clap. I don't give a shit. Just come on down and have fun. It's going to be a great time. The show's free. And we're really putting our heart out and our best material. So you're going to hear some really funny people saying some really funny shit. It's hosted by a good friend of mine, Ian Stewart. He's also known as a stranger online. Look him up on YouTube. He's that's Starin. Like marijuana strain. Gives marijuana reviews, does all kinds of fun shit.
You just said Starin. That would be Starin.
See, I can't spell it. I'm high.
Strain.
Thank you. G-E-R.
G-E-R.
It's called Joe's Smoke Shack for a reason. We've been smoking weed.
Joe's Smoke Shack?
Yeah.
When did we change the name of the podcast?
Because I said so. I've been smoking weed. Don't know what you want me to say.
Anything but what is actually supposed to be said, apparently, would be the answer to that.
So, yeah. Check Ian Stewart out. I think his website is still IHateIanStewart.com. If not, just Google Ian Stewart Comedy, and you'll find him. But he's hosting the shows. He's putting on the whole competition. So you know it's going to be A+. Come on out. 29th of May at 8 p.m. down in Portland on Congress Street at Empire. So now that I'm done plugging that shit, I'm way too nerdy for my own good, I think.
Well, yes, but why do you say that now?
Because I'm sitting here looking at the wall. I have a Viking drinking horn, a Marvel Infinity Gauntlet pot holder, a soap on a rope ears from The Walking Dead, and a Dragon Ball plushie hanging on my wall. As we sit underneath a Batgirl Joker poster.
And your World of Warcraft t-shirt and your Assassin's Creed necklaces.
Yep.
Yep.
After I just got done reading a Harley Quinn comic book today. Where Tiffany looks over and she said, "You read that all today? It's a comic book."
I didn't mean because you read it in one day. I meant because you read it in like 10 minutes.
Well, I know how to read.
That people might be wondering about that, listening to the way you try to spell. I'm just saying.
Which is weird because I'm an excellent reader. But my spelling and grammar suck.
He is not an excellent speller. He can't even use the right version of your. That drives me nuts. I'm sorry. That drives me crazy.
I know how to use an or. Swim out to the ocean, hit them in the head, and dump them overboard.
Throw your teacher overboard and listen to her scream.
I sung that song when I was in high school on a video.
He didn't sing it. He sung that song.
Yep, I sung it. I don't sing it. I sung that song. I sung that teacher a song. I did.
Oh my god.
No, I took a video tech class in high school, and we had to given a section of Robin Hood Men in Tights with the audio stripped out, and we had to replace all the audio. And I got the section where they go over the map because they're on the boat, kind of, like 80s action movie style.
You guys can't see it, but he keeps making a boat motion with his hand, like wave motion. It's really entertaining.
Yep, because you guys can totally see me. I got a camera up in this bitch. YouTube, motherfucker? No, this isn't going to be on YouTube. No camera. Not yet, anyways. We'll work on that. One step at a time. We're just doing this now just for the sake of doing it.
That was his pickup line. He said, "Can we do this just for the sake of doing it?"
I met you on Tinder, which that blows a lot of people's minds. I know for most of you that are listening, all two of you, one of you is probably B-Rad. I know that Tinder is mainly a thing for hooking up, but, whatever. We fell in love. It worked out.
To be real, though, it did start as a hookup.
Yes, we did fuck the first night. That totally happened. Twice. Good times. I've actually had some nightmares on Tinder. I went out with one girl who had no teeth. Another girl that had a half the shaved head with a comb over and hair on her belly. Then, of course, there was my favorite one. We'll start at the beginning. I accidentally swiped on her picture because when you're stoned and on Tinder, you kind of just and then you regret it. But she sent me a message. She wasn't awful looking in her picture. By the way, you girls are good at cropping photos. What the fuck? Seriously. Not fair.
Yeah, like the picture says, if you go missing, how are we supposed to find you if you look like Beyonce online and Waka Flocka in person?
Exactly! So, I thought she was a heavier set platinum blonde, and obviously I don't mind a heavy set girl. I don't give a shit about weight. I'm a big guy. So, I went to go pick her up, and then I'm sitting in a driveway. I told her I'm there through text. I waited. She comes out. She was a big girl. And when I say big girl, I don't mean she was like 250. I mean, this girl was at least 350. Big girl. I mean, I don't mind a big girl, but my God, I have my limits. I think everybody does, including my poor car, because when she got in it tilted. I'm not making that up. I wish I was, but it happened. And then I get a good look at her, and I realize...
Sorry.
Music interlude. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to make a PG-13 acceptable video of my favorite Suicide Girls photos, and I'm dicking around with my video editing right now.
Suicide Girls. Please don't listen to my podcast and then look them up. I don't want anybody listening to my podcast and having their dick in their hand afterwards.
I'm actually okay with it.
You would be. You're going to have my dick in it. Okay. Anyway, so...
I know we both like pussy, but just because you don't like dick along with me doesn't mean I don't still enjoy it.
Yep. Yep. So anyways, big girl in the car, looking at her. And I was like, okay. I thought she was a platinum blonde, but then I got a good look at her. And then I realized that they're Revenge of the Nerds. Trying to cut it on my podcast. Oh, make a move. Gosh, if you get that reference, 10 points. Anyways, so I get a good look at her, and I realize that she's not a platinum blonde. She's got white hair, white eyelashes, and red eyes. She was an albino. Tinder set me up with the albino rhino. Fuck you, Tinder. Fuck you so much, Tinder. I'm so glad. I almost went to Grindr and then I read the description. I'm like, oh, never mind. Damn
Isn't that a gay website?
Yes. Yes, it is.
What the fuck was that?
Your music.
You sound like Baymax.
Big Hero 6, that's a good movie.
That's a great movie. You will cry, but it's still a great movie.
Oh, speaking of great TV, I broke down and I got stars for one show in particular, and it was totally worth it, even though Tiffany will disagree with me, but she doesn't love blood, guts, and gore.
Yes, I do. My horror collection's like twice as big as yours. Fuck off.
If you are a fan of The Evil Dead, watch Ash vs. the Evil Dead on Stars. It is worth the money to get the subscription. Do it. Do it now. It is fucking phenomenal. If you've been waiting for Evil Dead 3 like me for fucking ever, you're gonna want to watch it. It is just everything you wanted and more. And it has Lucy Lawless in it, actually looking hotter than she ever did as Xena. So, bonus! Hey, I know a lot of guys out there probably held their dick watching some Xena.
You guys have very little in your life, don't you?
Growing up a nerd, yeah, pretty much. We took it where we could get it. That's just the life of the nerd.
The life of the nerd is very sad.
It's sad, but we make better lovers, so it's okay. Because all jocks ever think about is sports. All nerds ever think about is sex. If you got the earlier reference, you'll get that reference too. I'm going to get sued. I hope I don't get sued. Please don't sue me. I do it out of love.
They do it out of love when they sue you.
I'm sure they do. I don't think I can get sued for one-liners. I hope I can't get sued for one-liners. I'm not really good at one-liners. Like, as far as my comedy career goes. I mean, some of my best one-liners are like, what is Koopa's first words when he's a baby? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Which, I don't think anybody's laughing. I know she's not laughing. But my kids think it's fucking hilarious, so I guess that works. They're tired of hearing it, though. They want me to tell them new jokes. And I'm like, guys, I can't tell you jokes. Why not? Because my humor's not for you. Daddy can't even tell half his jokes at work because Daddy will get fired. Because Daddy works at an ultra-conservative restaurant full of a bunch of uptight motherfuckers.
Yep, pretty much.
That I won't mention by name because I still work there and they'll probably fire me.
Yep, that too.
But they're a bunch of uptight motherfuckers and they need to learn to calm the fuck down and do their goddamn jobs. Anyways. What else can we talk about tonight? Oh, I have another room also coming up in Biddeford and Saco, starting June 3rd, I believe, at the Adams Street Pub, but check my Facebook page for more details. That I will be hosting, having some of Portland's funniest comedians. Ooh, heartburn. Anyways, because you needed to know that.
I was pretty much just thinking the same thing.
You need to know everything. Because I don't give a fuck.
I really don't think that they do need to know everything.
Well, I could tell them about the cats.
Well, depending on how many of the listeners are men, they probably already think they know everything anyway.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. She's going to take them down, boys. I also know that I have to call Vizio because I bought myself a 4K TV, and now the motherfucking thing won't even do 720p high def.
You said P.
I did say P. I think that's probably the reason they didn't call it 720pp. Then you gotta wonder if it's 720 times you got a PP, or 720 a measurement of PP.
You know, we're 12. You know that, right? Seriously. We're fucking chronologically 32 and 31 years old, sitting here laughing because we made a pee-pee joke. Just wanted to point that out to you.
Every fucking day you're fucking 12 years old. Good for you, laddie. Top of the morning to you, laddie. Oh, God. Yeah, it's sad. My son has introduced me to so many wonderful things on YouTube, but I can't even let him watch them anymore because they're not child appropriate.
They were never child appropriate to begin with.
I had to be like, oh, buddy, you can't watch this. Hold on, Daddy's going to sit down and watch this. Go in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, come to find out that apparently his grandma bought him Five Nights at Freddy's. Which, apparently it's a good game. I think they're stupid games. But he fucking is obsessed with them, and it drives me nuts. It's like, no, stop. You can't play this. You're not old enough. But I love it. But it gives you nightmares, child.
Mother child.
Mother child. Can't swear at the kids. So we got about 4 minutes left in our podcast here. We're only allowed to do a half hour because I don't have money to pay for a subscription yet. Yeah. I'm cheap. I'm also broke.
Cheap.
Cheap. Smoking that weed. I can't wait for weed to be legal.
Yeah, something like that.
I actually heard that weed out in the places that are legal, like Oregon and Colorado, it's now getting dirt cheap because it's just everywhere. It's all super good, and people are getting bigger tax rebates because weed's making so much money. In other words, the government is paying them back for all the weed they bought. Damn it, we need that here. This was a country that was built on beer, and it's going to be saved by weed. I think that's an awesome thing. What do you think?
Yes. What you said.
I think we lost her, folks.
He said a good thing. Follow what he said. Worship him.
If the people did worship me, it'd be a religion of pizza. And anchovies would be blasphemy. And pineapple would only be allowed in Hawaii.
I like pineapples. I'm not going to put them on my pizza, but I also don't want to have to go to Hawaii to get them.
No, not pineapples in general, just pineapple on pizza.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to outlaw the pineapple. Lots of people like pineapple. But pineapple on a pizza will be outlawed. Except for in Hawaii, because I'm not going to shit on their traditions. I was
going to say, some pineapple juice and some fucking coconut rum, that's good shit.
Yeah, my gripe isn't against the coconut pipe. See, now you got me talking about coconuts. My gripe is against the pineapple on pizza, because it's a fucking blasphemy against God. My God, anyways. Pizza the Hut. Which is what I am. Because I've had pizza every day of my life since I was 8 years old, so think about it, do the math. You're made out of everything that you eat. That means I'm made out of pizza and Pepsi. Except for my left tip. My left tip's probably chicken nuggets and french fries. But the rest of me, pizza and Pepsi all the way.
You'll have to excuse my lack of laughter. I've heard that one a few times.
Yeah, so most people have seen me on stage.
The life of a fiance of a comedian. I'm the test audience. I enjoy it though.
Well, I keep telling her that, Bill Engvall wife put it best. Most of the time I'm a normal person. Just, sometimes I go off on a little bend. And then when I go off on a little bend, it's going to take us a while to get back, but we'll get back to it. Well, we got 50 seconds left in our podcast, so I guess at this point we'll start saying our goodbyes. So go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube at Joe Ellis Comedy. Feel free to send me an email, joelliscomedy01@gmail.com. It's been fun doing this. I think we're going to try to do this at least once a week for a half hour at a time. Yep. I will keep everything posted online. And be safe out there. Watch out for the police. If you get pulled over and it's not legal, shove it in by your nuts.
Watch out for the police. That sends an excellent message, honey.
Hey, most police are good, but every once in a while you find that one crooked asshole. Well, 4, 3, good night, everybody.
Good night.